The Pink City of Jaipur, known for its vibrant culture and historical grandeur, witnessed a tragedy that shook its very core. On December 20th, 2024, a day that began like any other, descended into chaos and despair. A gas truck explosion ripped through a bustling marketplace, leaving behind a trail of destruction and loss. This catastrophic event served as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of negligence and the urgent need for stringent safety measures. The incident, which occurred at approximately 10:30 a.m. local time, sent shockwaves through the city and beyond. The explosion, heard for miles around, transformed a scene of everyday life into one of unimaginable horror. The air, heavy with the smell of gas and the cries of the injured, bore witness to the sheer magnitude of the disaster. Eyewitnesses described a deafening roar that ripped through the air, a sound so intense it seemed to shake the very ground beneath their feet, followed by a blinding flash of light that momentarily turned night into day. The gas truck, carrying a substantial load of liquefied petroleum gas, had collided with a delivery van at a busy intersection in the market, a place usually bustling with activity. The impact of the collision ignited the highly flammable gas, resulting in a massive explosion that engulfed the surrounding area in flames, creating a scene of chaos and destruction. The force of the blast was felt blocks away, shattering windows and shaking buildings to their foundations, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Shopfronts crumbled, vehicles were tossed like toys, and debris rained down on the streets, turning the once vibrant market into a war zone. The heart of the marketplace, once a bustling hub of activity, was instantly transformed into a scene of utter devastation, with ruins and wreckage as far as the eye could see. The explosion ignited a raging fire, fueled by the leaking gas and the flammable materials in the surrounding shops, which quickly spread out of control. The fire spread rapidly, engulfing buildings and vehicles in its path, leaving little time for anyone to react. Thick black smoke billowed into the sky, casting an eerie pall over the city, a grim reminder of the disaster that had just unfolded. In the immediate aftermath of the explosion, a scene of chaos and despair unfolded. The air was thick with dust and smoke, making it difficult to breathe or see. The injured, many with severe burns and injuries from flying debris, cried out for help. Passers-by, some injured themselves, rushed to assist the wounded, pulling them from the wreckage and carrying them to safety. The marketplace, once a vibrant tapestry of colors and sounds, was now a scene of unimaginable destruction. Twisted metal, shattered glass, and charred debris littered the ground. Buildings were reduced to rubble, their contents strewn across the streets. The air was heavy with the smell of burning and the stench of death. As the smoke began to clear, the true extent of the devastation became horrifyingly clear. The explosion had left a gaping hole in the heart of the marketplace, claiming the lives of innocent people going about their daily lives. The human toll of the Jaipur gas truck explosion was nothing short of catastrophic. The blast claimed the lives of at least 70 people, their lives tragically cut short by this preventable disaster. Many of the victims were shoppers and vendors in the marketplace, going about their daily routines when the explosion occurred. Over 150 people sustained injuries, ranging from minor burns and cuts to severe burns, head trauma, and broken bones. The injured were rushed to nearby hospitals, which were quickly overwhelmed by the influx of patients. Doctors and nurses worked tirelessly, battling exhaustion and dwindling medical supplies, to save as many lives as possible. The explosion left a deep scar on the community, tearing families apart and leaving many to grapple with the loss of loved ones. The city mourned the lives lost, their stories a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating impact of such tragedies. Section 5. The emergency response, a race against time. In the immediate aftermath of the explosion, emergency services raced to the scene. Firefighters battled the inferno, their efforts hampered by the intensity of the blaze and the risk of further explosions. Paramedics, working tirelessly amidst the chaos, triaged the injured and transported them to hospitals. Police cordoned off the area, securing the site and controlling the crowds that gathered. Rescue workers, using heavy machinery and their bare hands, searched for survivors trapped beneath the rubble. Every passing minute brought with it the hope of finding someone alive, a hope that dwindled as the hours turned into days. The government responded swiftly to the disaster, deploying additional medical personnel and resources to the affected area. Relief camps were set up to provide shelter, food, and medical assistance to those displaced by the explosion. Section 6. Unraveling the tragedy, the roots of negligence. As the city began to grapple with the enormity of the loss, investigations revealed a series of negligent practices and systemic failures that contributed to the disaster. The community was left in shock, trying to understand how such a tragedy could have occurred in the first place. The gas truck involved in the accident was found to be operating with an expired safety inspection certificate. This glaring oversight was just one of many that pointed to a broader issue of regulatory neglect. The driver, who tragically perished in the explosion, was reportedly speeding and talking on his mobile phone at the time of the collision. This reckless behavior added another layer of preventable factors that led to the catastrophe. Further investigations revealed a lack of proper safety protocols and oversight in the transportation of hazardous materials. The industry's failure to adhere to safety standards was a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. The gas company responsible for the truck faced severe criticism for its failure to ensure the safe transport of its highly flammable cargo. Public outrage grew as more details of the company's negligence came to light. The incident exposed the urgent need for stricter regulations, rigorous enforcement, and a culture of safety within the industry. It became clear that without significant changes, similar tragedies could happen again. The tragedy also highlighted the inadequacy of road infrastructure and safety measures. Poorly maintained roads and insufficient traffic management were contributing factors that could no longer be ignored. The intersection where the collision occurred was known for its heavy traffic and lack of proper traffic management. This notorious spot had been a concern for residents for years. The incident served as a stark reminder of the importance of investing in robust road infrastructure, including traffic calming measures and designated lanes for hazardous material transport. It underscored the need for a comprehensive approach to safety that involves all stakeholders. Section 7. Lessons etched in pain, a call for change. The Jaipur gas truck explosion, while a tragedy of immense proportions, served as a wake-up call for the nation. The incident exposed the devastating consequences of negligence, lax safety standards, and inadequate infrastructure. It underscored the urgent need for a comprehensive overhaul of safety regulations governing the transportation of hazardous materials. The government, in response to the public outcry, pledged to enact stricter laws and enhance safety protocols. This included mandatory safety training for drivers, regular inspection of vehicles transporting hazardous materials, and the implementation of GPS tracking systems to monitor their movement. The tragedy also highlighted the importance of public awareness campaigns to educate people about the risks associated with hazardous materials and the importance of reporting any unsafe practices. Empowering citizens to be vigilant watchdogs could play a crucial role in preventing such disasters. Section 8. Scars on the city's soul, healing and rebuilding. The Jaipur gas truck explosion left an indelible mark on the city's psyche, a haunting memory etched into the minds of its residents. The physical scars of the disaster, the rubble and the empty spaces where buildings once stood, served as constant reminders of the tragic loss. These empty spaces were not just physical voids, but emotional ones too, representing the lives and dreams shattered in an instant. Yet amidst the grief and despair, the spirit of resilience shone through. The community's response was a beacon of hope, a testament to their unyielding spirit. The community, united in their grief, came together to support the victims and their families. They found strength in unity, embracing each other and offering solace in the darkest of times. Donations poured in from across the country and beyond, providing much-needed financial assistance to those who had lost everything. The outpouring of support was overwhelming, a clear indication of the collective empathy and solidarity. Volunteers worked tirelessly, offering counseling, distributing food and clothing, and helping to rebuild homes and businesses. Their dedication was unwavering, their efforts a lifeline for many. The healing process was slow and arduous, but the people of Jaipur displayed remarkable strength and determination. Each brick laid, each wall erected, was a step towards reclaiming their city and their lives. They drew inspiration from their shared heritage, their vibrant culture, and their unwavering belief in the indomitable human spirit. Cultural festivals and traditional performances became symbols of their resilience and hope. The city, slowly but surely, began to heal, its resilience a testament to the power of hope and the enduring human spirit. The bustling streets and ongoing construction were signs of a community determined to rise from the ashes, stronger than ever before. Section 9. Conclusion: preventing future tragedies. The Jaipur gas truck explosion stands as a stark reminder of the importance of prioritizing safety in all aspects of our lives. It underscores the need for stringent regulations, robust enforcement, and a collective commitment to fostering a culture of safety. We must learn from this tragedy and take concrete steps to prevent such disasters from happening again. This tragedy should serve as a catalyst for change, a call to action for governments, industries, and individuals to prioritize safety above all else. We must demand accountability, transparency, and a relentless focus on preventing such tragedies from casting a shadow over our cities and our lives. By working together, we can create a safer world, one where such preventable disasters become a relic of the past.